Rabney of The Conscious Plate. I'm a coach, a chef, and an expert on teaching people how to have the freedom to eat real food without worrying about getting fat. And this is how to make a turkey sausage and pasta recipe. So today we're going to get started by adding some extra virgin olive oil to a pan that I have heating on the stove. And while I'm doing this, I have some salted pasta water boiling. So what I'm making today is a whole wheat fusilli with turkey sausage, mushrooms, a light tomato sauce, and peas. And the first thing I'm going to put into the pan now is some diced onion along with some crushed garlic. I have about 1/2 of a small onion and 2 cloves of crushed garlic. And we're just going to let our garlic get to golden and our onions become translucent. I'm going to put a pinch of unrefined sea salt. So now that our onions are translucent and our garlic is beginning to turn golden, I'm going to add our turkey sausage. And I have 2 lengths of turkey sausage here. One is a hot Italian sausage and the other is a sweet Italian sausage. You can use a combination or you can use just one variety. It's completely up to you and what you like to eat. So now I'm going to take our sausage out of the casing. Now this is a fresh, raw sausage. It's not a pre-cooked product. So we want to make sure that it cooks through. So I'm adding the turkey sausage, and this is the sweet sausage. And I'm just taking it right out of the casing. It comes out easily. And then next, I'm adding the hot sausage. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it up. And you want to allow it to brown. There's delicious flavor in the browning of your ingredients. There's delicious flavor in the browning of your ingredients. It's the caramelization of the natural sugars that add to the flavor of our sauce. Now that I've broken it up a bit, I'm just going to leave it to brown, and I'm going to quickly wash my hands because I've been working with the raw poultry. So while our sausage is cooking, I see that our pasta water is now boiling, and I'm going to add the pasta, and I'm just going to cook it in accordance with the cooking directions on the package. I'm using a whole wheat fusilli. I love fusilli with this dish. If you don't have fusilli or you don't want to use fusilli, another great pasta would be a penne or maybe like a shortcut of a rigatoni. That would also go really well with the sauce that I'm preparing. So now that the pasta's in the pot, I'm going to let it do its own thing, and I'm going to return my attention back to the sauce. The sausage has begun to caramelize, and I see that it looks as though it's cooked through, which is very important when you're working with poultry. So the next thing I'm going to add are some shiitake mushrooms. So I'm just adding these now to the pan, and I'm going to let them begin to cook. I'm going to add another small pinch of sea salt at this point, and remember not to add too much because you can always add, but you can't take away. And then once these mushrooms are almost cooked, I'm going to add a small amount of some strained organic tomatoes, maybe about 1/3 of a cup. It's not a heavy tomato sauce that I'm making. I'm going to allow this to coat everything. Now I'm going to take another pinch of the sea salt because these tomatoes are completely unseasoned. If you'd like at this point, you could add a grind of some fresh black pepper. So the last thing that I'm adding to my sauce is some frozen organic peas that I've thawed under some running water. And I'm just putting that right in. I'm going to mix that around, allow all the flavors to marry. It's going to be great texture, great flavor. I love this dish. So our pasta's ready. It's nice and al dente, which means that it's not overcooked. And we're ready to add it to our sauce. So we have our pasta in our pan. I'm just going to give that a quick little stir. And then to this, I'm going to add some of our pasta cooking liquid. Just going to mix this all together, give it a chance for the heat to do its thing and the flavors to marry. And in a minute, we'll be eating this delicious turkey sausage pasta. I'm Randy Rabney of The Conscious Plate, and this is how to make a turkey sausage and pasta recipe. It's so good.